Did you, because you just went to Egypt and we want to talk about the pyramids and the Sphinx and all that stuff. What did you find differently about being in the Middle East and doing all that than this, being here?
To do something great like the pyramids and the Sphinx, I think you need 20,000 slaves.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
The pyramids were the most unreal things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Slavery built that.
Right.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
You think people willfully picked up 2-ton stones and moved them up there?
I think so.
Must have been a charismatic pharaoh that fucking told them that, hey.
I think.
Was that Pharaoh's name Andrew Schulz?
I think we got to
pick up the rocks, Akash.
Right.
Akash,
I fucking love you.
No, Akash, shout out Akash. He's a fucking.
It was so funny.
You did? He did? Okay,
because that shit was so funny.
Because we only hit him because we fucking truly love Akash.
Yo, that's the thing. The people you're like.
Yeah.
Akash has the best sense of humor of anyone.
He does.
I want him to hit me back. It'd be great because I love
we'll
him.
hit you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You got it coming.
Yeah.
You got it coming, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're in the crosshairs of Flagrant
I love
2.
it. I want to get hit by it.
So, but what happens is
then I'm calling ICE.
You're like the You're like the Jesse Smollett of podcasts. You're trying to set it up for the attention.
Yeah.
You're like, get me, Flagrant 2. Get me. I'm right over here.
Get me.
They came over. They had a news.
I want to be canceled. How do I get canceled?
Yeah.
So the pyramids, they say, were built 4,000 years ago, right?
Which, by the way, is wild.
Go back to what you said earlier, which is truth is marketing.
Sure.
Whatever we build. And there's great marketing surrounding this shit. Right? There's books. Who built them? The Jewish slaves built them.
Yeah.
Now that's baked into the religion. It's baked into not only that religion, the religions that follow it. It's a lot of truth.
Right.
As we say in books. Right? What struck me as crazy, the craziest thing about the pyramids is this. These massive structures, you can't even understand how big they are until you're there in front of them. You cannot understand it. I was speechless. I'm not speechless often.
And you're a tall drink of water.
Tall drink of water?
Yeah.
Truly speechless.
Yeah.
First thing that hit me, I go like this. I'm standing in front of Great Pyramid Giza, and I go, how much time uninterrupted would you need to complete a project like this? Uninterrupted.
Yeah.
Where the wars, you have this type of like wealth. You need wealth and you need time in order to create 3 of those in a row plus 3 little ones, and then they're practicing other ones in the region. Wealth and time. How do you have that wealth and time? So I asked the guide, and he was like, Cairo's a really interesting city. The way it's located is on the right side is an impenetrable forest. Literally can't get in. On the left is the Sahara. It's a desert. You cannot exist in this fucking desert.
Right.
And then in the middle is the one river in the whole world that flows north. And when it overflows in flood season, food grows out of the ground at a rate that is incomprehensible.
Mm-hmm.
So if human beings happen to stumble upon this little piece of land, not only do they have protection from all sides, they have a river flowing source with clean water, food that on its own sprouts out of the fucking ground. Food is currency back in the day. We're talking about 4,000 years ago, maybe 10,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 30,000 years ago. We don't know really when
every war used to be fought over salt.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Well, this is where civilization started.
Right?
Yeah.
And they define civilization as writing. That's
okay.
what.
And the Egyptians were the first to do that.
That's what they say.
So the
That's
Muzzies got that
civilization.
one.
They got that. Well, no, because it was before Muzzies. Muzzies were only 1,500 years old.
Sandy's got that one.
Sandy's got that one.
yes.
Wei Zhongzhan.
So you have this situation where they have the perfect opportunity for prosperity.
Right.
Nobody fucks with them. And if you get a benevolent dictator in that time, you could create some cool shit. Now, there's no fucking TV, there's no Instagram, there's no movies, there's nothing. They got some constellations that they pretend look like Orion, because that's their cartoons. They have literally nothing to do.
Yeah.
You have food growing out everywhere. You need to organize society, and you need to have things for people to do. Apparently, and this could be bullshit truth, but they have the community where the workers lived. And apparently they didn't live poorly. They have like evidence of them eating meat and drinking wine and beer. Apparently they're doing like 8-hour shifts. I don't know how they calculate that kind of shit. But like, and they said, when I asked the guy, I was like, I thought the Jewish slaves built the pyramids. And she was like, oh no, that would never happen. And then I was like, why is that? She goes, you have to understand, if this was a religious temple, you would never allow someone to build it in honor of your God that didn't believe in it.
Interesting.
She actually said something interesting. She said that was a marketing ploy by Jews, because Jews...
Here we go again.
This was interesting. And this is what she said. She's like, Jews believe that their promised land is from the Jordan River to the Nile.
Which includes Cairo.
Which includes Giza.
Giza.
Giza is
Got
on the
it.
other side of the river. So
Okay.
you cross that river into Cairo.
Got
Right?
it.
So that river where Moses was found is Cairo.
Cairo.
Right?
But the pyramids are in Giza.
The pyramids in Giza on the other side. So just imagine Manhattan, Brooklyn.
Guys,
Brooklyn's Giza.
there's also a fucking pyramid in Las Vegas. So we got one too.
We got
Yeah,
one too.
we
and
do.
Carrot Tops makes a lot of money.
He
lot
does.
of it.
Yeah.
Lot of it.
Yeah.
So it's just an interesting thing. These things could be erected, right? And I don't believe they're a tomb. I don't believe they're any of that kind of shit. I don't know what exactly they were, but like what happened, my takeaway from this experience with the pyramids was this. I don't think that human progress is linear.
Mhm.
I used to think it was linear, right? I used to think it was like humans invent the wheel.
Sure.
We get some fire, we get some
Yeah.
buildings, we get some internet, and now here we are.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I think that humans, given amazing circumstances like Cairo and
Right.
probably Mexico City and these other Machu
Yeah.
Picchu in Peru, whatever, can have amazing progression in short periods of time.
Sure.
But since we weren't global societies back then, when a human group, a civilization, if you will, went extinct, their technology went extinct with them.
They lost it all.
An Amazon tribe goes extinct right now. They probably have tons of remedies with the leaves and the wood
Yeah.
and that kind of shit.
Gone.
All that's gone.
Yeah.
So I think this society that built this was an advanced human society, maybe 10,000, maybe 20,000, maybe 30,000 years ago. There's water erosion markings on the Sphinx that are 30,000 years old, apparently. Right? So I think they built that because they lived in prosperity. They had amazing trajectory in terms of, technological advancement. And then they probably died out because of famine or whatever it is. Who knows what the fuck it was. And then afterwards, our humanity discovered these pyramids. And then we start chipping away at them to make stones, this kind of shit like that.
Right.
But
right.
the Egyptians that made Cairo did not make the pyramids.
We really hope you enjoyed that episode, whatever it was about. This is just a stock thing that we're taping onto every episode. So go make sure you rate, review us, subscribe, turn on your notifications, get jiggy with it.
And go to patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys where things get really wild.